Welcome back to the Nightmare. Today we explore the Grizzly Hills section of the Emerald Nightmare. You'll see the Howling Fjord, you'll see Zul'Drak, and you'll see the World Trio Nordrassil. Except, of course, it's the Nightmare version of each of these. So join me in exploring this twisted realm. Welcome to the Emerald Nightmare, where we first went through Ungaro Crater over here, and then we also, okay, that didn't work very well. We also saw a very twisted Thunder Bluff. If you guys did not see those two parts first, go back and watch those, or you can watch at the end. I will have a conglomerate video which has all the pieces of the nightmare in it. Today we're gonna travel to Grizzly Hills because I have no idea what to expect when going this way. So one thing people keep mentioning is they get a little motion sick whenever I do this first person view. I'm trying to reduce that. Let me know if this video is a little bit better than the other ones. I don't see how people get motion sick, but I know YouTube, the way it renders videos, is a little bit different than how you would actually play the game. But I've never had any problem with, this kind of view. So I'm going to also leave up the UI. Maybe that'll help, and people can complain about my armor being broken because they usually do. So let me just... Oh, yeah, this is really cool. Let me just make sure I'm recording real quick. Make sure my audio's at a good level. Okay, audio's at a good level. OBS is recording. We're good. Okay, so it looks like we are in a very strange version of the Grizzly Hills. It looks like there are nightmare beings in it, and there's some eagles that are terrifying, and some furbolgs that have some weird juice on them. That's always strange. Looks like there's Nordrassil. It looks like it's not toppled over here because I guess we're technically in the Emerald Dream, though this is obviously the Nightmare version. We got a lot of spikes in the background. Oh, we got some giant spikes down there that are wriggling. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting exploration. So let's take a look at the map. The map looks like we're just going to go through here and fight a boss. Okay. Ursoc is one of the Furbolg leaders, I'm pretty sure, and it looks like there's good NPCs over here. Okay, that's all interesting. That's all fun and games, but we're not interested in that. We're interested in trying to get out of bounds here. Let's go ahead and look in here real quick just to see what it looks like. Okay, so Ursoc is massive and Cursed Bear God. Fun. Okay, so it looks like here...
The nightmare consumes me, compels me to serve, to kill.
Okay, you do you.
Further proof of how insidious the nightmare is. Look there. Even the fierce heart of Ursoc has succumbed. Release him, I beg you.
Okay, so that's kind of what this area normally looks like. I've never been through these places, so some things are going to look a little different than I'm used to. I'm just going to travel south, okay? I'm just going to travel south. Sometimes I do that in these explorations. I just travel a certain direction and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to show off this view here without the UI. Oh wow, you can see pretty darn far here. I don't know if that's supposed to be the Howling Fjord. Pretty sure it is. But we're just going to go straight south from here. Which, again, that should be the Howling Fjord. I'm going to leave this UI up. Hopefully that helps. Maybe putting something in the center here would help too. I don't know. But clearly we're not supposed to be able to see this stuff from this view. But we can. I think if I go any lower, I'll probably die. But, I mean, I could get smacked around by this tentacle here, which is always a good time. How are you doing? Yep, that feels great. Oh yeah, just keep... I guess my character likes it like that. Anyway, let's just keep moving on. I don't want to talk about it anymore. See, you can tell already that Nordrassil just looks kind of pathetic. It looks like just a stick with some twigs on it, but we'll explore Nordrassil closer to the end. Okay, it looks like I've hit my first invisible barrier here, and we're off the map already, so we've already made it pretty far. One problem is I'm pretty high up, so not a lot of good places to get out of bounds here. So let's see if I can maybe get a little bit lower. Okay, I didn't die, which is a good sign. but I'm also not any closer. So I wonder how far down I can go. Okay, I got a little nervous there. Okay, so can I go down further? Okay, all right. So there is a death limit here. Oh shoot, I'm all the way back here. All right, well, I'll see you guys back at that area. I'm trying to figure out how to do this exploration. It's gonna be a little interesting. Okay, so unfortunately, it looks like I will have to pass these invisible barriers with a method that I cannot show you guys. Just hold tight. I'm gonna try to get past all the invisible. What the heck just killed that bird? That was weird. So I'm just hold tight. I'm gonna try to get past these invisible barriers. Okay, so just a little update while I'm getting past these barriers. There is a giant hole in the map here. That's quite interesting. Not really sure what's in that hole, but can't really exactly look at it now. For now, we're still traveling. I think this is the correct path for Grizzly Hills. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I saw Zul'Drak somewhere too, so we're gonna probably see some pretty darn cool stuff here, but unfortunately right now it is gonna just be this screen right here until I can get past it. Okay, just wanted to make a little bit of an update. So we're getting much closer to this mountain here. That's pretty cool. It looks like there's a little ocean there. I mean, we're pretty far away from the main instance, so we're making good progress. The tree still looks ridiculous. And there's nothing crazy so far. We're still kind of on this path, but I'm not following the path. I'm just going directly south. And, I mean, yeah, we'll see if there's anything super interesting over here. Hopefully these invisible barriers do go away at some point. Another thing I want to mention is that the minimap is really strange. So it actually shows this as being water, even though clearly that's not water, and these mountains as land. So I'm not really sure why that is. I've never seen that before, but it is something worth pointing out. Okay, just giving a little bit of an update again. Once again, I am, still fighting invisible barriers, so that's always fun. But I'm on the backside of the mountain now. You can see this little gray area here. You can see some areas that look like they might have had buildings. And you can see a giant lake here as well. So that's pretty cool. There's nothing too exciting out here yet, though. So I'm still looking around. I definitely think this area was a city. Now, I'm recording this like in commentating over it live, so I can't, I can't just look it up. I'm pretty sure this is the Horde city, the Tuanka city or whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Yeah, even in this outer edge of the map, there's still invisible barriers. So this is going to be kind of a pain to explore. I do want to kind of just go around the outskirts of the area and kind of see what's out here. So once again, I'm doing a little update. The mountain is now to the west or to the east of us. And we're kind of looking over some ground here. It looks like there's a little path there. I can't really tell exactly. It's hard to make out exactly what's going on here. This might be the Howling Fjord, though I'm not 100% sure. I know that that mountain's part of the Howling Fjord, but I think this area is as well. Okay, so there's definitely looks like there's a path there, and this looks like there was a building there or something. Again, I don't have this map out completely. I'm pretty sure it's Howling Fjord. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I'm quite a bit farther now than I was. That mountain is now shadowy, and the pathway randomly changes here. That's kind of strange. But otherwise, nothing else has really changed. I'm still just kind of following this little path here. Another quick little update here. As you can see, we're now very far away from that mountain, and we can start to see some detail again because the ground, this pathway keeps going up and up and up over time, and so we can kind of see a little bit of detail here, and it looks like there's gonna be a little bit of scenery up there, so we're gonna keep heading towards there. I think it's probably Zul'Drak. Nothing really new here, but I did just think that it is actually really strange to see the Grizzly Hills like this. I think that this is the Grizzly Hills. Pretty sure. There are no trees. There are absolutely no trees, so it's just a complete barren wasteland out here. The only trees are up here at the very beginning, so it creates the illusion that it's a full forest. But then the rest of the trees are unloaded, so I thought that was interesting. Okay, now we have a cool little area. This is definitely Zul'Drak here. And this is actually some of the troll ruins some troll like graveyard sites or burial grounds or whatever you want to call them, and that's actually really cool. I'm kind of shocked. Also, the path changes once again there. I'm kind of shocked that like just obviously the assets aren't in, but the little mounds are. That's pretty cool. I like that. Also, you can see something sticking way out there. I'm not sure what that is yet. Okay, so this is the Zul'Drak wall without its outer coat. Very interesting. It looks like it's kind of just a little mountain area, but then underneath it there are some hollow areas. It's kind of unexpected, to be honest. I wouldn't have thought that. Anyway, let's keep moving on. Okay, I made it to this like little hill area. I probably shouldn't... Is everything okay? Yeah, so using this technique makes it a lot easier to travel up the mountain, for sure. And this method I'm not afraid of showing off. Everyone knows that Metamorphosis, or what is this, Infernal Strike, can easily get across any kind of heroic leap, anything like that's going to get past invisible barriers. That's been a well-known fact for probably over 10 years, and Blizzard has done nothing about it, which thank God for that. We're going to keep running this way quickly across this mountain. The only problem is I don't know where the death line is, so that could be an issue if I have to travel further out. Okay, so interestingly enough, this little piece of Zul'Drak just kind of floats out here in the middle of nowhere. So that's really strange. So the structure of this thing is actually really strange. It looks like it's the top of the Zul'Drak wall, and then there's like nothing in the middle of it. Kind of strange there, but good to see. So this is actually a really cool scene right here. You can actually see the down Necropolis, and that's something I didn't expect to see, because whenever you're questing in Zul'Drak, the Necropolis I'm pretty sure is over the place. So for whatever reason in this version it's actually on the ground here, and then there's some other weird buildings up here. We're gonna explore all that, but I just wanted to show it off before we got up there. Okay, so we're really close to the ziggurat now. You can actually see a purple crystal in there moving around, and we'll explore that a little bit closer later on. And there's a crystal up there too. I think this is it's either the ziggurat Zeramus or Volterus. I know Volterus for sure should be up still during this nightmare. However, I'm not entirely sure about the other one. So I guess this is the other one that's just like laying down. It's really strange. I'm shocked they put this in here. The music just changed in here, and it is quite chilling. There's not really any music, it's just ambience now. Look at that view. This is so bizarre. Very strange. Okay, for the moment we can switch to this type of exploration with breaking out of bounds, breaking out of the barriers with Infernal Strike, because it just definitely seems like there's no way I'm gonna hit the death barrier being this high up. So let's continue on into the mountains here. Look at that view right there. That is so cool. And this is the top of the Necropolis. What is this? It's like a temple. We gotta check that out. So let me look at the top of this real quick. Oh, that is so weird. How cool. I was not expecting to be able to see this part of the Necropolis for some reason. I thought that this wasn't going to be possible. Wow. Freaking weird. There's an abomination there. Pretty gross. Now these buildings, were these in Zul'Drak? I don't think so. Maybe they were. It's been so long since I quested there. They don't look familiar though. What in the world? There's like a glass in front of this. That's at least what it seems like. These pillars, man. They don't look familiar at all. What a cool little area. I think those pillars, now that I'm thinking about it, I think those pillars are in Zul'Drak. It's just been so long since I've quested there. I really liked questing in Zul'Drak. It was quite interesting. Oh, you'll notice that we're starting to see floating trees, which is quite fun. Whoa. So you can see we're getting kind of close back to Nordrassil and all that. This whole entire Zul'Drak gateway and all that, or you know, the staircase, it's so messed up. Really, really trippy. Not as trippy as a Thunderbluff, but it's still pretty interesting for sure. Whoa! Okay, so this is the staircase right here. Look at this. This is pretty impressive. To like see it in this form. Man. So the whole entire staircase is here. It looks like past the staircase there's just an empty plain of snow. Maybe that's part of Zul'Drak. I know there's a giant forest in Zul'Drak. That might be that. Not entirely sure. Here's another view of everything. That smoke is so weird looking. So it looks like most of Zul'Drak is here, but not all of it. Okay, so at this point, I think it's kind of time to look at Nordrassil and kind of wrap it up. I didn't see anything super crazy all throughout the southern end, and this is probably by far the coolest part of the little area is this staircase here. This is actually really cool. I'm glad I explored this area. Wait, I think I finally got past all the invisible barriers. That took way too long. Oh my goodness. Oh hey, there's Wisp. I don't think you'd be able to see this from the regular instance, would you? Maybe. That's really cool. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Warcraft 3, but that's how you defeat Archimonde is with the Wisps. Oh, here's another barrier. Oh my gosh, that is a very interesting view of Nordrassil. Okay, well, that's pretty cool, but that's not what I'm here for. That wisp was so cool. Okay, so I could climb to the top of Nordrassil. Wait. This is what it looks like? Hold on, there's no way. This is the top of Nordrassil, everybody. That's the top of Nordrassil. How incredible. Okay, well, after that complete bust of the top of Nordrassil, how disappointing. I think I'm gonna just kind of jump down here. There's a little pathway here. I think this is the entrance to Grizzly Hills from Howling Fjord. I'm pretty positive. There's usually another mountain here, but it looks like that was just cut out. Not really sure why. So only one of the mountains is there, but this path is still here. And I don't think there's going to be anything of interest over in this area. So that was really cool seeing the Wisp and climbing Nordrassil to find out there was no top of Nordrassil. A little bit disappointing, but it was still a pretty neat exploration. So let's go ahead and figure out what's down here. Looks like there's... Oh! I'm shocked the deathline was that high up. Well, that's rather unfortunate, but... I mean, we saw most of this place. There was that path there, but I don't think there'd be any NPCs or anything over there. So that was pretty neat. We got to explore Nordrassil. We got to explore the Zul'Drak stairs and the Zul'Drak buildings and stuff. And the down Necropolis was by far my favorite part. That was super cool. That was a very neat discovery. The rest of the instance was rather, I don't want to say boring, but it was rather uneventful. But it was fun, still a fun exploration. So if you guys enjoyed that, then leave a like on the video. That lets me know you liked it. That lets YouTube know you liked it. And if you want to support the channel further, Patreon links are in the description.
Stop!
I want to quickly interrupt the conclusion of this video. We actually have our first legendary Patreon. So here's the shout out. Today we have our first legendary Uncrafter 657. Thank you for your support to the game Uncrafter channel. And the names of the patrons are scrolling across your screen now. So if you want to be a part of that, you can sign up on Patreon. Other than that, we'll be in the nightmare for quite a bit. We'll be in the nightmare for a little bit longer. So just so you guys are aware, there's going to be a lot of episodes of the nightmare.